welcome back. It's your man Wise, and today I got a great video to share with you guys. Hey, a lot of the videos I've been doing over the past couple of days, they've been more on the serious note, but I wanted to kind of bring a little bit of relief, a little bit of comedic relief to all the craziness that we have going on in America right now. This brother right here, he is a Trump super fan. And when I say Trump super fan, this brother right here is really a Trump super fan. Okay? He really is. Before we get into the video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. Hey, I'm not going to run the ad. I know some of you guys have complained about the ad. It's a little boring, so forth and so on. But I am going to request that you guys go and get you a candle today. Pick up 3 or 4 of those things. It helps support the channel. It helps support a small business. It helps support a small veteran-owned business. This brother is doing great things. He has an entire family involved in this business. It's really freaking phenomenal. And, you know, just thinking about it, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. This is a family-owned operation, and they're really trying to grow this business. And I do appreciate all of you guys that have already bought a candle. Those that have already supported Childlight Candles, we definitely appreciate it. We really do. All right. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
It's about Donald Trump.
I am ready to have a president who can complete a sentence again, okay? I'm ready for a president who can save this country. And this is why I'm here supporting President Trump. He's done so much for the black community. He's done way more for the black community than any other president.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit? What did
he do?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be here all day. We're gonna be here all day, okay? First of all, when President Trump was in office, black home ownership was up over 30%. Black unemployment was at an all-time low. Black unemployment for teenagers was at an all-time low, his historic low. He gave so much money to black historic colleges. Actually, they didn't even. There was a time when they had to beg every president for money. President Trump said, you don't have to beg anymore. I'm going to give y'all an unlimited amount of money. So you don't have to keep knocking on every president's door begging for money for help.
Okay. It was not an unlimited amount of money, but he did set it up to where they would get money for the next 10 years. So they did not have to keep coming back begging with their hands out and hat in hand asking for a little more cheese. He hooked it up. But just so y'all know, your boy Biden came in and basically rescinded a lot of that, cut the funding, and gave them maybe a quarter of what President Trump gave them. Just saying.
President Trump did that. Not Barack Obama, not the first black president. President Trump did way more for black people than any other president. And I can be here all day, but I have to go to my seat pretty soon to hear the president speak.
If he were to lose again, what would that mean for black America? What would that mean for South Carolina?
Well, if President Trump, to lose again,
What would it mean for you too?
Well, actually, what it would mean for America, I think America will be doomed. Look at what's going on in this country. We are losing our country right now. This country is literally in shambles. People don't feel it right now, but if President Trump does not win in November, I believe America is headed toward a depression. I think I don't think I will recognize this country anymore. I'm starting not to recognize America anymore.
I would agree with him 100% there. And please forgive the megaphone voice. I'm trying out some things. I got new equipment or whatever, and I just want to have some fun. This video right here and what this brother is saying is 100% spot on when he talks about, you know, what was done for the black community. But the reality of it is what was done for America. We witnessed and experienced the best economy that this country has seen, at least in my lifetime, and especially as my time of being an adult. Now, I can't speak to how things were, you know, during the Reagan years and so forth and so on, because I was a kid. I was elementary school age, actually baby to elementary school age during that time frame. But as far as me being an adult, hands down, not even close. Best economy that I've experienced, and best economy I would assume that most of you guys have experienced in your lifetime, or at least in your adulthood. So this brother right here is spot on.
We don't have leadership in this country. We don't have anybody, and we don't have a leader who cares about the American people who put us first.
So when you talk about that American people first, what about the Biden presidency? Do you see not putting America first?
What, Biden, it's clear he doesn't put America first. Like, what has he done since he's been in office? Besides eat ice cream cones. Besides mumble. Besides have a hard time reading a teleprompter. Besides having a hard time trying to complete a sentence. He can't even complete a sentence. So he can't even he doesn't protect the border. You got illegal immigrants just coming into this country, and then he had the nerves to tell Texas to stand down and let illegal immigrants come into the state of Texas. And I live in Texas. And he evidently has never heard of the saying, don't mess with Texas. Actually, don't mess with the American people.
Yes. Don't mess with Texas, but really don't mess with the American people. These guys are a part of the NWO. They are part of the global agenda. Started back with Barack Obama. A lot of y'all thought that Barack Obama was for the people. Oh, first black president, he's going to be for America. No, he's part of the NWO as well. All this is just a continuation of what started during the Obama administration. Biden got in and he's continuing that process. There was a slight snag in there. There was a slight snag during the Trump administration. He started allowing, during that Trump administration, people started thriving, and Democrats can't have that. They need you poor and destitute. That's where they need you at. They don't need you having money because, see, if you have money, you have resources, you have the ability to utilize your Second Amendment right. That means that you don't need the government and you don't need them. They don't want that. That's not what Democrats want. They want you poor, destitute, unarmed, and they want to be your dad. They want to be basically your owner. That's what they want. They don't want you to be free. That's not what they want. They don't want you to be free.
Okay? You are either with us or you are against us.
Absolutely.
And Joe Biden is against the American people. He do not put us first. He put illegal immigrants first. That's who he's putting first. They're talking about giving millions of dollars, loading millions of dollars on credit cards, on debit cards, credit cards, money cards, and giving it out to illegal immigrants so they can buy groceries, so they can buy shoes and clothes and feed their families. What about the veterans? What about the children in America who need help? I come from the foster care system. There are a lot of foster care kids who need help in this country, but they are being ignored because we have a man in office, or we have a resident in office who is focusing on helping out people who are not supposed to be in this country in the first damn place.
When you say a resident, what do you mean by a resident?
Resident, he's a resident. He's not a president. To me, I can't. He's a resident. He's just living at the White House. He's just a resident at the White House. He's just living there.
I don't even think he lives at the White House. I think he spends most of his time at home in Delaware. Other people are running this show. They just bring him out when they need him to read off the teleprompter. Name a president that has done less sit-down interviews than Joe Biden. He hasn't even cracked 100. Every other sitting president has had at least 300 long-form sit-down interviews. At least 300. Most have had 300 or more. This guy is under 100. The last time I checked, it was like 86 total sit-down, and all of these are softballs, and they're never with a journalist that would be considered of the opposition or just an independent journalist that can give him the tough questions. They're all been softball hand-picked questions and hand-picked people to interview him. That's a fact.
Who's running the country then?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe one of his friends. It's sure not Kamala Harris. She can't do nothing but laugh. So it got to be one of his friends. Maybe Barack Obama. I don't know. Somebody else is pulling the strings, but it's not him.
Former President Trump, if he's convicted on any of these 91 indictments by a jury, not by a judge, but by a jury, would that give you pause about supporting his campaign for president?
Hell no. I don't give a damn if he's convicted of 2,000 and 99 crimes. I'm voting for President Trump because those are all made up crimes. Those are all made up charges. This man is in his 70s. In his 70 years of living, he's never been convicted of anything. So now all of a sudden, excuse my language, but we see through the BS. We see through it. And I know there are people in my family who did not vote for President Trump. And it was hard for me to convince them. I could not convince them at all. And I went back to visit some of them. And the media and these crooked Democrats have convinced them to vote for President Trump because they see right through the BS. And they see that Joe Biden has not done anything for this country. They can see it, they can feel it. They can feel it when they go to the grocery store and they have to scramble to find change, to find money to pay for eggs and milk. President Trump doesn't even have to convince anybody to vote for him because Joe Biden is what he's doing right now, which is absolutely nothing. He is helping President Trump by not doing a damn thing.
I would agree with them 100%. Trump really doesn't have to do anything but be himself. We have experienced life in the Trump administration and life in the Biden administration. We can truly compare apples to apples. Things were a whole heck of a lot better during the daggone Trump administration. When you look at things from 16 to 19 before the shutdown, this country was booming. Interest rates low. People were buying homes out the wazoo. Business was being started like no other. It was amazing what was happening in this country. And all of that came to a screeching halt. All of it. And if it's up to Biden, if he gets another 4 years, which we know is not Biden running things, we know it's not him. He can't coherently put together 2 sentences. So we know it's not him running the country. But whoever it is, the people that are pulling the puppet strings behind the scenes that we don't know and can't see, they are running this country into the ground on purpose. And it seems like they're setting us up for a hostile takeover from the inside out. That's what it seems like.
President, he has a short list out now. Vivek Ramaswamy, Tim Scott, Ron DeSantis, Tulsi Gabbard, a former Democrat, Byron Donalds, congressman from Florida. Is there one that you like among that group?
Well, speaking of short lists, we might offend the short community by saying short list, okay?
Well, that's what he's calling it.
We don't want to offend the short community. But,
let me know what you guys think. Who do y'all want? I know we've had a multitude of discussions and I've done some videos on, who should be chosen for VP. Let me know in the comment section at this point where you stand at today. Who is it? I like the brother Byron Donald. Every time I see him get out there and speak and just the way that he articulates himself, the way he carries himself, the brother Byron Donald, man, I think would be a great vice president. He's no nonsense. He's going to get the work. He's going to get the job done. He's going to do the work. I also like Tim Scott. I also like Vivek. I like how smart he is. I think he should be a part of the cabinet, maybe not at VP. I also like Elise Stefanik. I like her as well. Very smart. She has Trump's back. She has the American people's best interests at heart. I like her as well. There's so many great VP candidates and options out there. I know a lot of you guys like Kristi Noem, but I'm one of those kind of people. I think we need strong governors in our state. So wherever we have a strong governor, we need to allow that person to stay right there. We need to allow them to stay right there because we need strong governors.
I don't know. I will trust that he chooses the right person. I will trust that. Anybody he chooses, I'm all on board. The short list, there's some great names on there. I mean, Dr. Ben Carson is great. Brian Donalds is great. Vivek, he's great.
Is there anything that he could do, in your estimation, that would lose your support for him?
No. No. No.
Just like that.
I'm being honest with you. Nah, and I'm laughing because I know some people, I know the trolls and the haters who see this, they're gonna say, oh, Terrence is in a cult. I care about this country, okay? I do not care what he is doing in his personal life. I don't care about any of that. I care about I care about this country being saved. So there's literally nothing he can do for me. Listen, nothing at all. Nothing at all. There's nothing. I can't think of one thing. Trump can go into Walgreens right now and steal some stuff, and I'll still vote for him. Because one thing he's going to do is save this country, okay? Now, I would ask him to return what he stole from Walgreens, and after you do that, get back to saving this country. Because, I mean, I think he's the only one right now that is willing, that has the balls to stand up and save this country.
Yo, shout out to this brother right here. I think his name was Terrence. I didn't get his last name, but shout out to that brother there. Wow. Trump can walk into Walgreens and steal something, and I'd still vote for that brother. And guess what? There's a whole heck of a lot of people that feel the exact same way. Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. Like I said, I wanted to, do something that was a little more lighthearted than what we've been doing over the past couple of days, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. Keep God first in your life, America first, and we'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.